working as manager in Microsoft. My core experience is towards data science, data engineering, and data analytics project. Currently, I'm managing around 8 projects, and total I have worked with around 80 projects from different domains such as banking, healthcare, insurance, e-commerce, and retail. And I'm a certified trainer taking training for KSR for the last 5 years.
I'll just introduce myself. I think most of you know about me, but still it's my privilege to introduce myself. Myself, Santosh. I do have a decade of experience working in IT. I started my career in 2013, and right from 2013, I've been working into IT. I've been working with almost 70 to 75 projects I've completed, and currently I'm taking care of 16 projects. All of it's just data related and morely focusing on the data analyst, data science, and data engineering. And working with Microsoft, I focus more on the Microsoft products. I work with all the 5 tools what you're going to learn today. So all 5 tools we are going to see as a demo. And apart from that, I'm a certified trainer, and I've been taking training and mentoring students for almost 6 years now. And I've also trained around 3,000 plus students in my experience within KSR. Well, that's a short introduction, and let's move on to the agenda. So in today's session, we'll be focusing more on Power Platform Developer. Now, what is this Power Platform Developer? You would have heard about Power BI developer, right? You would have heard about UI developer, database developer, Java developer, full stack developer. And what is this Power Platform Developer, right? Now, in this session, I'll give the context of what exactly this Power Platform Developer is, who can become a Power Platform Developer, and what are the prerequisites you need to know, and we'll take one step at a time, right? Now, to start with, we'll give some use case. We'll talk about some problems, and then we'll talk about what is the responsibility of a Power Platform Developer. And then in the later part, where coming to the climax of the session, I'll be speaking about the opportunities and how can you become a Power Platform Developer, right? So that will be the agenda that we'll be taking forward in this session. Now, Sunday evening. First of all, the weekends should change. Saturday and Sunday is not a weekend, right? Friday afternoon to Sunday afternoon is a weekend, right? Post Sunday afternoon, your mindsets start shifting to Monday. You will have mood swings, right? You don't even feel like enjoying your next second half of the Sunday because already you've got into that Monday morning, right? Now, this is not your problem. This is not my problem. This is a universal problem, right? Each one of them who is working for an organization, 90%, I would say 90% of the people will start worrying from Sunday afternoon only about the work. And who is this 10%? Well, this 10% are the people who are running the business, and you people all are working for them, correct? So this 10% of the people are really excited for Monday morning, including me. But this 90% of the people start worrying about work from Sunday afternoon itself, right? So how many of you have experienced this? Honestly, I would say 90% of the people who are in this group would have felt this. Sunday afternoon, post lunch, that's it. Your weekend is done. Yes, this is all happens because in the entire world, the 10% of the people who is running the business is ruling the world, correct? Now, let's say, imagine you should also want to start a business. Like, let's say you want to start a business. So people say that if you're running a business, you need not report to anyone. You can log in whenever you want. You can work whenever you want, and you're the king, correct? Now, imagine you want to start a business. Let it be anything. It could be an institute. It could be a startup. It could be in a supermarket. It could be anything. Tell me, what would you like to do first? I'm not talking about an investment side, or I'm not talking about a capital side. As a business, you want to showcase yourself that you are running a business, right? Let's say you are running an e-commerce, or let's say you are running an institute. You need to showcase that you are running an institute. What are the first things which is required? Yeah, I'll rephrase my question. We are not looking at the how to develop a business or such, but if you're running a business, if you want to showcase that business to others, what is the first thing you need? You need advertisements, you need marketing, right? Today, if we did not have our application, or if we did not have our website, you would have never trusted us, right? Today you're reaching to KSR, it's all because you have done a research, you have done some homework, you have visited our YouTube, you have visited our Instagram, you have visited our website. That's the reason you're sitting in front of the system for this session. If not, you would have never come to know about us, right? Now, the first thing which you will look at it when you're running a business, we need to provide a quality service. That's our main motive, right? Irrespective of which business you're running, you need to have a quality business, a quality service. And the most important thing is you need to have a very, very good customer support. Today, you call us, you request for any course, we have to guide you. If you don't pick your call, or if you don't respond to your messages, in that case, we are not giving a customer support, right? We need to give a proper environment and infrastructure for you. Today, if you want to attend any course, you can directly go and you can log into our app, and our sessions is only visible in our app. It's like an OTT platform where you can see all our courses only in this specific app, right? So we are having our own product, we are having our own service, and then we are providing customer support. Now, all of this, trust me, what is happening within KSR? Let me open up some secrets that is within KSR. We have hired people to maintain this. We have hired people to maintain this. One person is taking care of our application, one person is taking care of customer support, one person is taking care of calls. So we have hired different people for different role, right? Now, in order to showcase that yes, KSR is an institute where we wanted to provide the quality training, what we need is we need a website, right? 100% without website, you will never trust us, right? So website we need. Apart from website, we need a mobile app, right? You cannot go always take your laptops wherever you go, right? You can't even take to a station, metro station or a railway station or even an airport. You have to carry it as a separate bag, right? Always you cannot open it and use it wherever you want, right? You need to first sit, you need to find a place in order to use your system, right? So your websites will be useful if you are in front of the laptop or computers. But to make your work easier, we are giving you in a mobile app where it is portable. Wherever you want, you can take it, right? So one thing which I would say is mobiles are device which you can take anywhere and you can still use it, right? And we will have a chatbots. Why chatbots? Well, I keep saying that chatbot is something which I personally like it. Why? You need not disturb anyone, right? You can always ask your questions to whomever you feel like, and the system will be answering all of your questions. And let's say I'm running this course and KSR team is organizing this. Imagine tomorrow my cousins or my friends have to join. I would definitely need to ask a permission. It has to go to approval, right? Though it's a family or a friends, this is business. So I need to take permission from all of my superiors and then include. I cannot directly add them or I cannot give them a session just because they're my family members, correct? So it all works as a process, business process. Tomorrow, if I want to take a leave, I need to apply a leave to my company stating that tomorrow I'm taking off. So I cannot just say that I cannot drop a message in WhatsApp. WhatsApp is for your personal, not for professional, right? And all of this, we also want to do some analysis. Why? Of course, analysis is a key here. How many students have attended? How many students have passed the test? How many students have got? These are the 5 things which is really required for running a business. And the main thing I would say is it's basically a website and apps. Now, this plays a major role when you're working with a company, right? Now, let's take one step at a time and we'll discuss about app. Now, what is an app? Of course, it's a short form of an application which makes all of the business details into one single place, right? And you can use it in your smartphone or a tablet. Yesterday I was doing some research. There are 3.65 million applications in Android. There are 3.65 million applications that is there in Android. And why this app is very important for us? Of course, very convenient. The difference between a website as well as an app, if you see, your website can be opened only in your laptops or computers, right? Which is a major hit back because you cannot travel, we cannot take wherever you go, right? And the other thing is your app is very user friendly. You can just carry it with your phone, right? And if you just have your internet, you can use it. And the other thing about your apps is 24/7 you can use it. No one is going to stop you, right? In terms of portability, in terms of accessibility, everything is convenient for you. Today, everyone is preferring app, right? What if I told you that the entire KSR sessions you have to log in only from laptop? Definitely it would be a blocker for you because morning 6 o'clock, I cannot open my laptop. And instead, if I'm taking from my mobile, I can still take the class from my bed, right? And that's what you feel. You also feel that comfort. And for us, app is important, right? Now, the one more thing which nowadays I'm started using in terms of my day-to-day activities is chatbot. Now, what is a chatbot? The chatbot is something which we are already scripting something and we are making the machines to understand what needs to be the answer. For example, after this session today, everyone will have one common question. When is the batch going to start? What is the fees? Who is the mentor? These three questions, do you think each one of you, let's say 50 people are calling to me or 50 people are calling to KSR team. Do you think all KSR team will be keep on repeating the same answers to 50 people? Don't you think that it's something like we are wasting our time, right? Now, I'll tell you another thing. I think most of you would have used it and most of you would have chatted this. You order something in Swiggy, right? Swiggy clearly tells you the order will be, you will be getting the order in 30 minutes. But if the time is not moving, what you will do? You'll immediately go and ask in the chat, right? Immediately you'll go and ask, where is my order? Yes or no? You have all done it. In fact, I did it today as well, right? So we go and ask this chatbot. For example, imagine if chatbot is not there. If there is any one person is sitting at the opposite side and who is texting you, then imagine for all of the customers who are ordering, I need to have the opposite side, the people who are sending in front of the system to send this message, correct? How many people I can deploy in my company, right? If today all 30,000 students who are reaching to us KSR team, do you think we have 30,000 employees? Do you think it's like one-to-one matching? You bring one student, I'll bring one employee. Can I do that? If I do that, I just need to close the shutter and go, correct? So here we need to manage the people. So what we do is to manage 30,000 students, we need to have 5 to 10 KSR employees. It's not like I'll bring 38,000 employees. For each student, I'll assign one mentor or one worker, right? That we cannot do. That is where your chatbot has now changed the entire conversation, right? You ask any question before it comes to our case, in between itself, the machine only will answer all of your questions. You ask what is happening, what is the course, what is the fees, you ask whatever you want, and automatically the app in which we have a chatbot responds to you. Only if you feel like you want to talk to a live agent, in that case, you will be transferred to us, right? And personally, I'm saying I love texting rather than calling. Why? I can do whatever I want, right? I can still do my regular works. I can still do my office work. I can still go for a walk. I can still be in gym, but I can still drop you a message. So texting has changed the entire world conversation where everyone prefers texting. If I call you in the midnight 2 o'clock, you'll get annoyed. But if I just drop a message, if you're awake, you'll attend it. If you're not, that's fine. Right? So everyone prefers texting. Even in this group, I would say majority of the people prefers texting. So imagine after the session, let's say that I need to meet my friends. Will I call them and say, hey, come on, we are meeting it at this place? No, we just have a group. I'll just go and text. This is a location. This is a time. Please be on time. That's it. Problem solved. I cannot keep on calling. 40 members are there in my friends list. I cannot go and call each one saying that you come at 8 o'clock, come at 8:05, come at 8. No, the best way to converse is chatbot in terms of texting, right? And now how chatbot has changed the world. That's what we are going to see here. It is very much live. And there is a statement which I've heard, okay? Your chatbots never sleep, right? Humans need sleep, but your chatbots never sleep. 24/7, you ask any question at any point of time, you can still get a response, right? And that's a chatbot. Now you may be asking, is it a PowerApps demo or a chatbot demo? Well, what if I say you're going to build a chatbot in this course? You yourself or each and any individual person is going to build a chatbot in this course, right? And that's what we are going to see. Well, we talked about app, we talked about chatbot, and of course, website. Website is a one digital platform, which is the main part, but only the disadvantage of website is you need to have a system, you need to have a laptop, only then you can use it. But still, most of the applications prefer you to log into your websites. Now, websites is a collection of pages, right? And you can have most of the informations, and you can do some online transactions, you can do marketing advertisements, and you can do wonders with your websites, correct? Now, so what's next? Can we start? We want to build a app for our business. We want to build a chatbot for our business, and we want to build a website for our business. Okay, what's next? Let's get started. It will just not come like that. You need to learn technologies. Every application which you're using in your smartphone, websites, laptops, devices, it is all programmed, right? It is all programmed. You also programmed your brain. Okay, I have to wake up at 8 o'clock. I need to walk out. I need to go for office. This is my office time. This is my breakfast time. You've programmed your brain, and that's what your brain is doing. Similarly, any application which you're building, it has to be programmed first, right? And now, to run a business, to get that reputation, you need to have an application, you need to have a website, you need to have a chatbot. Well and good. Now, why we are waiting for? Let's go and get started. But the biggest challenge is we need to learn coding. You need to learn these tools which you have never ever heard about it, right? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, yes, you would have heard about in your college times that this is a front-end designing tool which is responsible for your building the UI screen. Okay, this I know. What about the middleware? Android Studio, Xcode, Java, I know. What is this Kotlin, or what is this Swift car? I know. What is this Swift technology? React Native, Xamarin, NLP, Dialogflow, IBM, BotPress, BotStar, ManyChat. Doesn't even look like a technology. Now, let's get started. Let's all go and learn these technologies in order to build your application. I would say it's highly impossible. I would say it's highly impossible. The reason why it's impossible, because in order to build a website, chatbot, and your app, you have to learn minimum of 10 technologies. Who is going to learn 10 technologies? At this point of time, we are touched the threshold, right? I don't know how many of you have experienced this. I personally have experienced, okay? In my 10th standard, actually, I was a cricket player. Okay, I have played for my team, school team. In 9th standard, with so much of pressure, they moved me out of sports. They said that no, sports is not going to help you. You have to have a very good education. So let's focus on education. You know what my parents said? You study well in 10th standard, your life is settled. Okay, I cleared it. Okay, I become a topper. Then I went to the 11th standard. So 11th, that's my plus one, I would say, or you can call it as a first PUC. So some people call it as 11th in different states. There also they said that 12th is a government exam. So if you work hard in 10th, 11th itself, you will set up a strong foundation so you can score well in 12th, they said. Okay, I came for 12th. Do you know what they said in 12th? See, if you learn well, if you study well, if you pass in the first class, 100% your life is settled. Same like they said. 12th standard also, I became a topper. And you know what? The journey did not end. They again said that you complete your BE, you study for 4 years, definitely you will get a good career. Again, work hard for 4 years. And once I completed engineering, I was okay. I was thinking like, yes, thank God. Finally, there is no more education. And suddenly I got to know that your BE is not enough to stabilize your career because everywhere there is BE, right? Everywhere there is a graduate people, right? And there's also some memes that used to generate, right? We do have more number of engineering graduates than they related to some animal. I didn't even remember that. So that type of engineers are there. So they asked me to do MBA. Again, 2 years. By the time I completed MBA, I was fed up of all this education. I thought that, okay, let me enjoy the life. And you know what? Once I stepped into IT, the day I stepped into IT is the day I remember that my manager told that you have to, if you want to survive in IT, you have to keep on learning till you die. Where is enjoyment? 10th standard, 12th standard, engineering, MBA, and even today, it's an ever ending process. Learning is an ever ending process, right? Now, in this, at this point of time where you have already touched the threshold, where you cannot go and learn new technologies, if you cannot go and learn any new coding as such, what is an alternative? Right? And that's the key now. Rather than learning all this 10 20 technologies to implement your websites, app, chatbots, now we have a beautiful platform that is organized by Microsoft. And the beautiful platform is called Power Platform. As the name implies, it's a very powerful tool where you can do wonders. Right? There is no shocking here. This tool can do wonders for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power BI, Power Apps, Power Virtual Agent, Power Automate, Power Pages. All these 5 tools can do wonders for you. Rather than learning 10, 15 technologies where you've already touched a threshold, where you cannot grab this coding, flows, workflows, all this, you have to put your brain into work. Now we are giving you a complete platform, the freedom to work. And that freedom to work is Power Platform, which is organized by Microsoft. Right now we are jumping to the actual topic. End of story, end of business, end of all the traditional application that we have. We don't even remember, oh, what is this, all these technologies. But if I ask you to study, will you be able to do it? Definitely not. Even if someone is asking to learn, I will definitely not do it, because now we are in 20th century, 21st century. If you see here, all of the technologies have changed a lot, right? In 10 15 years, a lot of things have changed, and today we have all these tools which will help us in building the what we really required. Right from 2015 till 2022, we have seen a tremendous growth with respect to Power Platform. I've been working as a data science, I've been working as a data engineering, I've been working as a data analyst. I have worked under Tableau, I have worked under Java as well. So I've almost worked with 25 to 30 applications okay, with the different technologies. But one thing which is very close to my heart is Power Platform. You know why? When I joined IT company, when I started my work in 2013, okay, I started as an internship. In 2013, the day when I stepped into IT, I was like an internship. You know what? There is nothing called a Power Platform then. All it really started once I stepped into the market. I was never even knowing what is happening, and that is where your Power Platform came to existence. The day I stepped into career, I was very much fear about coding. I was like thinking, how am I going to survive here? And that's where a beautiful platform was provided for us, which is Microsoft. Microsoft gave us the complete freedom to experiment all of this. And let's talk about one by one. The oldest tool is Power BI. I think most of you are a Power BI developers who have joined this course. You will be knowing Power BI, but to give you more context, it's the oldest tool among this Power platforms. It was launched in 2015. Your Power BI is almost 8 years old. And if you see, it's a well-known visualization tool. You can convert your data into visuals, reports, dashboard. And that's what companies are preferring for. Companies don't prefer for raw data, they prefer for visualization, right? And who's responsible for doing this? Power BI, being the one of the oldest tool within Power Platform. It's almost 8 years now, and still we have a lot of improvements. Still we have a fabric which has been newly launched. So we do have a lot of things that is happening within Power BI as well. But I would say one thing, you can only do analysis with this, nothing else. You can only do data analysis and nothing else, right? Now, let's take one step ahead. We have Power Platform. The next tool is PowerApps. So what is this PowerApps? Now, PowerApps helps you to create mobile application as well as your tablet application, and can be used for your in-house application, and you can use it over your smartphone. Now, as I said, right, your Power BI is a separate tool which is used for visualization. Now, coming to PowerApps, the PowerApps is actually responsible for creating your mobile apps, right? Tablet apps. And that's what we are using it for, implementing the mobile applications. But in order to understand this, this is just 5 years old. This was launched in 2018 and we are in 2023. It is just 5 years old. Okay, and don't be surprised that are you going to learn this? Definitely you are learning this tool which is just 5 years old. Though it's not a completely stabilized one, but still you'll be able to learn this. Forget about this. We have another tool which was launched just before the lockdown. March 20th, 2020 is a day that we all remember that we had a lockdown, right? First, it started with 21 days lockdown, then it started with 48, and then it continued for 6 months, then it went for 8 months. In between, there was something that was lenience, and again, they started with a second wave, and finally, third wave. And today, we are all back to normal, right? So just before the lockdown, that is 2020 is where the COVID affected, but 2019, they came up with one of the other platform tool, which is called Power Virtual Agent. And all in all, what you can do is you can build a chatbot. You can build a chatbot. And you know one thing, the goodness about this tool is you need not even write a single line of code. You need not even write a single line of code. You can achieve a chatbot. Okay, you don't believe me? Let's give an experiment. I'll open a chatbot. And this is a chat. Of course, it's an application which I've still not integrated with respect to our app, but still it's a work in progress. Let's say I send something called hi. I'll show you a small demo how this is working. Yeah, this is what it is. Say I said hi. Okay, and the next message is Welcome to KSR Data Vision. I'm virtual agent. I can help you with the course details. If you would like to speak to an human agent, let me know at any point of time. So how can I help you? So I'll send a message. I'm looking for course. So it says that to clarify your mean, yes, I have to say that course. So we teach you all data-driven technologies such as data science, data analytics, data engineering, business analytics, Azure DevOps, Power Platform. It is giving you all the courses that is organized by KSR. Thanks for the details. I'm looking for Power BI. Are you looking for fees for Power BI? Just click that and it automatically says that it is 25,000 INR. Okay. And you also want to ask, automatically it is giving you all the information. You need not call KSR team each one and ask who is a mentor, what is the fees, what is the timing. Why are you wasting your time? Forget about our time. Why are you wasting your time? You can go and ask in the chatbot. Correct. Now this chatbot has made a very interactive with respect to you communicating with our team. By chance you really need to require to connect with a live agent, yes, you can still do it. But all this basic information, how it is knowing, how does the chatbot know Santosh is a trainer? How does this chatbot knows that this is a fees? This is what we are well programmed for. Please remember that for 3,000 students, we cannot hire 3,000 people in KSR. That's impossible practically. That cannot be implemented. But we can implement this chatbot. You ask any question, automatically the system goes and answers to your questions. Worst case, if that system doesn't know, it will point it out to live agent. And your system will be improving, and you give any shortcut, you can still get it. Okay, so you ask fees for Power BI, yes, you will get it. Let's say plead for fees for Power Platform, 28,000. Okay, and fees for Power BI, 25,000. You give some shortcuts, fees for PBI, still you will get it. You ask Power BI, you ask PY, you ask data analyst, irrespective of whatever you give, we have trained the system like that. And that's what the answer you will get it. And this is a chatbot that shortly you'll be able to see that interacting with our application. And our application, you can ask all of our questions in this chatbot as well. Why? People prefer texting. So this you can text it in the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, midnight, 4 o'clock also, you'll still get an answer. That's why I'm saying your chatbots are live 24/7. They never sleep, right? And this is an example for chatbot and how you were able to implement this. And we have to give the credit to the coding as such. Or we can even call it as a low coding, very low coding, where it will be like an Excel expressions. We have to write some expressions like Excel. And by that way, you'll be able to create your chatbot. Right? Now, we are talking about Power Virtual Agent. The next thing which we want to talk about is Power Automate. This is the 1 year which we have to, this will never wash out of our brain, right? 2020. The year which changed the entire world, right? I still remember this. March 20th, the lockdown was given, and that Modi ji has asked that 21 days you have to sit at home. And that's where my biggest burden of traveling to office came to a halt. The day which I stopped going to office, March 19th, until today, I'm enjoying this work from home. Right? It gives me a lot of flexibility to use my time effectively. And of course, don't know how this COVID was there, but somehow it helped certain people who are working from home, right? And I don't know how many of you people remember this. 21 days we were stuck with the lockdown, and then that extended to 48 days. And Modi ji sir asked us to go and light a lamp, place a torch, go and clap in the terrace. All remember these stories? Yes. We have to light a lamp at 9 o'clock. We have to clap 3 times. We have to face a torch, switching off all the lights. Do you all remember this? Yes. That is a year we will never forget it. But it was a very rememberable year for Microsoft. Why? They launched another tool, which is Power Automate. Now, Power Automate was launched in 2020, just like a lockdown started. Your Power Automate was also started, where most of the use cases we were able to automate it. Today, I'll tell you what happened. 30 minutes before the session, you all people have got text messages, correct? WhatsApp message that you're going to attend, your live session is going to start in next 30 minutes, correct? Do you think our people in KSR are sending this message manually to each one of you? We have around 10,000 students who have registered in our app. Do you think for all the 10,000 students, we are going and sending one by one? If we would have sent as a manually, we should have started morning 6 o'clock. Morning 6 o'clock, 6:1, 6:2, 6:3. I should have sent it to each and every person. By the time it becomes evening 6 o'clock, I should have completed to 10,000. Did we do that? Just one single button, the messages as went to all the 10,000 people. Today, we post anything in YouTube, that link will be automatically shared to LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Telegram, LinkedIn. How it is possible? We have to automate certain process, right? Your automation plays a major impact in your business as well as for your life, right? You need some automation. You cannot always do your manual work. You need to find a way to automate yourself. And that's what this Power Automate is going to do, which basically it provides all of your workflows to be implemented automatically. You can do anything, right? Provided according to the business. You want certain things to happen every day, 6 o'clock, you send an email. Every day, every Friday, you send your email to your team saying that please fill up your timesheet, right? So we need to do that. People who are working will definitely know at every Friday what you have worked for the entire week. You need to submit to your team. You need to submit to your manager. And being a manager, there are 45 people who are reporting to me in company. I cannot go and ask each one of you, have you submitted? Have you submitted? Have you submitted? I'll just click one button. Automatically, the email will flow to all 45 members. And that's the automation which is required, and which is 2020, this tool was launched. Okay. And this is not the end. We have another tool. Which is Power Pages. Just we were coming out of the COVID time, right? Now everyone is normal. Okay. I just went out for a couple of hours yesterday. I rarely see people wearing mask. Okay. Nowadays, how this new trend has changed is, practically speaking, old people, if they are wearing a mask, yes, makes sense. Now, honestly, I do observe a lot. Okay, I'm very grateful for that. I have a very good observation power. Okay, wherever I go out, I try to observe each and every one. Okay, whether it's a supermarket, if I go to a supermarket, I try to observe how they've arranged the things, how they are focusing on the sales. If I go to a website, I focus on how they are implementing. And I'm very much a fan of Instagram reels. Why? You just see one reel, you like it, automatically the next few reels which you're seeing, which you're going to scroll, which will be according to your likes. And that's where they play your mind games here. Once if you go to Instagram, I can give you in a written document, you will spend minimum 15-20 minutes. Damn sure. That's where it is playing a mind game. It is attractive. It is like a dopamine which is playing in your brain, which is like, okay, let's see 5 minutes, let's see 10 minutes, let's see 15 minutes. Have you all experienced this? Right? It's all the brain. The brain is building another brain. That's how it is, right? Now, okay, why I was saying this is, I went outside, and the way I've observed is, mask is being owned by only this college and school students. Why? And most of them are college students. Nowadays, college students, all of them are wearing mask. Why? Anyone? Any guess? I can see a lot of college students are taking care of their mask and not anyone else. Why? Why only college students? I have observed only that a lot of college students have always roaming with the mask only. Why? What is there? You just wear a mask and roam wherever you want. Correct? And that's how I have been observing. Okay, come back to the topic. 2022, we have seen that there is another tool which is launched, which is Power Pages, and it's one of the new tool which is less than 1 year old, right? This is less than 1 year old, and this helps us in building the websites, right? It helps us to build the websites. Now, I need to tell you one thing. Whenever I go to uh, functions, right, my relatives, friends, or friends' house, and if I go to any of the family functions, right, they keep saying one thing: your life is settled, you're working in Microsoft, your life is cool. I keep hearing this from everyone. Even you may be feeling that, okay, he is working in Microsoft, his life is easy, his life is cool. Okay, let me tell you one hard fact. Who is the CEO of Microsoft? Who is the CEO of Microsoft? When I met him in Microsoft, not only me, before that also he has given an open statement. He has told one thing to all the Microsoft people. Can anyone read this? People from outside say that you're working in Microsoft, your job is cool. What does my CEO says? He says that you have joined Microsoft not to be cool for yourself, to make others work. A very lovely statement he has given. And in fact, is a person who's very much ground to the earth. Okay. And we have a policy in Microsoft that if any new employee joins, we will have an open discussion with him. Okay, we can go and talk to him. Okay, he just likes walks in and we can share a table with him and we can talk with him. That type of ground to earth person, and we can talk to him at any point of time. You can ping him directly, he'll respond. And I've done it. And all the new joinees will get a chance to meet him in a town hall, or he'll be like introducing a mass meeting, right? And the day he told that you're joining here not to be cool, to make others cool. And that's what we are striving for every single day. We think out of the box, like what can be done. We started with Power BI, then Power Apps, then Power Automate, and finally we have landed with Power Pages. In 8 years, we have launched 5 tools: Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, and then now Power Pages, which makes our work completely flexible in implementing all this. And they have launched, announcing the Microsoft Power Pages, which was launched on May 24th. Yes, exactly, almost like 1 year. Last year, May, they have launched this. And this year, May, we are going to learn this. Who knows? Tomorrow they may come up with another tool. I'm not supposed to share any open secrets of Microsoft. That's my company policy. Who knows? Next year, another tool can come. Who knows? In the next 6 months, another tool can come. And that's what Microsoft is working day and night to make others work easy. Today, all of you would have experienced Power BI. Why it is easy for you? Well, it's the efforts taken by the people who are working in Microsoft. Those people have put their efforts, those people have implemented that, and that's why today it is a tool which is a very user friendly for you, right? Now, I would like to give a small demo on what we have done with Power Apps. Okay, let me show you that. This is one of my favorite broadband connection, not for marketing or not for advertisements, but this is one thing which I like because I get rarely complaints on the broadband, which is Act. I use Act broadband. I don't know how many of you are using this. If you go to a Play Store and open this, this is the exact app which you can see on the screen. Okay, if you go and use this, is the same application which you can see in your screen. And why is it in this shape? Of course, it's a mobile application. If I go and click this will be the first. It will go to this, right? If you're going to, let me refresh and show you another time. If I go and click this existing, it will go to a credential. If I go and click a YouTube, this is a YouTube link. If I go and click a YouTube, it will directly take me to YouTube channel. Okay. If I go and click this Instagram, directly it will open the Instagram of Act FiberNet. It will go to the Act FiberNet. If I go and click WhatsApp, directly it will go to WhatsApp where I can go and text. Well, this is the same application that we have built for our Act. And you know what? This was implemented in less than 3 days. It's requires a very less or completely, I would say, very low coding. It's like a normal your Excel expression. You can implement this. Not only this, tomorrow you come up with any app, you can build this by using PowerApps. Today, if I want to go and pay a bill, what I need to do? I need to go and log into my Act Home. Like I need to go into login and I need to click this. This is my website. This is my website. I need to go and log in here. So once I log in, it will take me to plans. It will act whether you're new to this or you want to get paid bills, all this. Well, come on, this I can use only in my laptop. But if I want to use in mobile app, here you go. You can build your own app. Whichever app it is, you can build it. You people are experiencing only the usage side. You're going to Play Store, you're downloading it, you are using it. But now the environment is in front of you. Your Power Platform has given you a completely the freedom to experiment all this. You go, you open it, you drag and drop, complete it. That's what it is, right? We are also building another app, which is for KSR. This is an app that we are building for KSR. Maybe you have a different Android app, but this is an app which we are building. You go and click this, automatically the call will go to Mahesh. You go and click this, automatically it will open to our channel. So it directly opens to our channel. You go and click this, it will directly go and ask sign in page, right? And you give all the correct details, directly give submit, it will go to the next page. This is an app that we are building for our team. The problem, I'll tell you what our problem is facing. Okay, I meet my team. Okay, whenever we go out, all our team members carry a laptop. I ask, oh, why? We have come for a meet. Okay, we are just come for a lunch or a dinner. And why are you carrying a laptop for your dinner as well? And they say that no, if any student responds, right, we need to go and give them access. We need to log into our website. Why? We are in the world where the technology has boomed. You can build your own app. Why you still depend on your app? You could have accesses in your mobile. And that's the reason we thought of building an app for KSR. Today you log in, you can check out all the details. You can check out all the student information, give access, extend the access, check who has paid fees, check who has not paid fees, check who has attended, check who has not attended the class, every information with your thumb. You just swipe it. Among the five fingers, the one which you use most is your thumb. Great. And within that thumb, you can get all this information. Why you need to go and carry a laptop, all these things, right? Now, this is not end. I would like to show another example for you where, how many of you know timesheet? Okay, let me tell you. Timesheet is an application which you need to tell your company how many hours you're working in a day, in a week, and you need to get that approved so that you will be getting the salary. Okay, now our team, the previous batch students, have built one app. See, this is a timesheet application that our previous batch student have done it. So if I go and submit it, for example, today is, let's say, this week, right? Let's say 2nd. So let me go and fill it for 7th. So 7th means the 7th will be Friday. So the day starts from 7th, Saturday, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Saturday and Sunday I don't work. So Monday I log in office at 8 o'clock in the morning. I take a lunch break at 1:30 and I come back at 2:30 and I log out at 6:30. Now, total I have been in office for 10.5 hours, but the company is going to pay only for 9.5 hours. This is my break time. Company just asked me, who asked you to take break? You could have finished it and you could have left early, right? But I am taking a break so that 1 hour will be a break time and this will be 9.5 hours. So Tuesdays was a bit like I was a bit at a headache. Maybe I logged in at 11 o'clock. I took a lunch break at 1 o'clock and I took till 2:30 and I left the office by 6 o'clock. So I have worked just for 5.5 hours. The company will pay me only for 5.5 hours. Today in KSR, for the 30 employees who are working it, we don't track anything. Right? Today, whoever comes, we just need to ask a manager permission, and then we can go early or we can stay there. But tomorrow, this application is going to be live in KSR. Everyone has to fill the timesheet, only then your salary will be paid. And who is my approver? I can just select and I can submit it. That's it. We are going to track the complete. See, it's approved. It's actually loading. Right? Now again, I'll go home and I can view the timesheet when I've submitted. Okay, let's say that I've submitted and I've submitted for 7th. So I should be able to see. Just now I submitted, right? Just now I submitted, right? 9.5 and 3.5. Now I can see in the view timesheet. Now imagine I am the manager. I am the manager. Of course, I will be having certain reportees, right? So I'll report to Mahesh. So you all people report to me. So I should be able to see your details because I'll be the person who will be approving your request. And finally, I can do some reports. It will take you to Power BI. And it's saying that you do not have access to this, obviously, because only managers will be able to access this report. And you can search. Let's say you can search any employee details will come. And this is the final sheet where I can go and change anyone's role from a manager to team lead or from team lead to developer or admin. I can go and do it. And I can also go and decide what time you have to log out and what time you have to log in. Certain companies in the organization have their own time. Like usually if you go in US, right, the time daylight saving is there, right? For 6 months, you have to work for certain time and then 6 months the time will change. So obviously that type of settings I can make in admin. Now, in the next 30 days, I promise you, you will build a similar application in this course. In the next 30 days, I promise you, you will build a similar application for KSR. In the next 30 days, I promise you, you build a similar application for broadband. How it is possible? That's why you're going to learn in this course. And all this is possible by using your PowerApps. Okay, PowerApps is for mobile application. Power Virtual Agent, as I showed you, a chatbot. Automate, I can automate any emails to any set of people collectively. Power Pages, building a website. And all these 5 tools you're going to learn as part of this course. Okay. Now, as I said, right, there are a lot of use cases. If you see the healthcare, right, I forget about my tablets or medications, appointment. So I cannot, now what is happening in the current field is, let's assume that even you people, if you want to take an appointment, first you'll go to Google, you'll search the clinic name, you'll see the working hours, you'll pick the time, you'll pick the mobile number and you will call. The first thing it will say is not reachable. And again, you have to keep on calling, and then 4th time they'll pick up and they have to call them what is the appointment time. And tomorrow you can do everything in chatbot. I personally prefer chatting, right? I can do n number of things. I can still chat, right? I can chat and I can book for appointment. I can see all of my previous reports. Everything I can do. This is with respect to healthcare. But if I talk about banking, how much of amount which I've debited this year, this month, how much of amount I've used, how much of amount has been like used for groceries, bills, when you have to pay your rent, when you have to pay your electricity bill, when you have to pay your water bill. Today, my mom is a brilliant memory person who remembers me and says that you have to pay rent on this day. I will forget it, right? How many things I can remember? So every day she will tell, today is the last date for this, tomorrow is the last day for this. Why should I ask her to remember when I have a chatbot? Being a technologist person, why should I go and bother others? There is a reminder for me which reminds me everything. Why should I worry? right? So this is with respect to banking. And one thing which I need to say is your power platforms are very useful. Rather than learning 15, 20 technologies, you simply learn this power platform with just 5 tools. Each one is for one use case, and automatically you will be able to use it for your business. Correct? And talking about the roles and responsibilities, and you know what? Currently, you have an app developer, chatbot developer, web page developer. Well, you're going to replace all these people. You're going to become a power platform developer. Right? In current market, what is happening? You will have a people for development, you will have a people for testing, you'll have a people for deployment, you will have a people for support projects, and all in all, you can take up this role. You are the developer who takes care of everything. I'm not saying you'll be completely replacing them because they all work on a different platform. Possible. Remember that this is only for Microsoft people. This is only for our organization, right? And similarly, you're also you'll be working with the certain domains. Let's say KSR is a domain, you'll be working for KSR. TCS is a domain, Infosys is a domain, you'll be working for specific role. Okay. And to go forward, why it is in demand? Well, obviously, every company, see, you want to start a business, okay? Okay, you are reaching to me. I'm a developer. And you are asking me to develop this chatbot. And I say that it will take for me 3 years. Will you wait for 3 years? Definitely no. You want app, you want mobile application, you want chatbot, you want in 6 months. If I want to do in 6 months, then Power Platform is the only person on this earth who can do this. Why? It requires very low coding. It can be implemented as fast as within 1 week also. Who will wait for 6 months, 8 months? Traditionally, if you are seeing any app which is coming in Android, you have to wait for 6 months. The one which you're using, our own app, right? The one KSR app which you're currently logged in, it almost took us 8 months to implement that. But today, I've shown you an app, right? This one. This app. You know what? I have built this app in 37 hours. I have built this application in 37 hours. And this was built in 8 hours. I mean, the one which you're using, it was built in 8 months. Who will have patience to wait? Nowadays, everyone wants to have immediately. Personally, also, we all also want to achieve success immediately, right? We don't have patience. Next 1 month, I need to get a job. Next 15 days, I need to get a job. Next 2 months, I need to get this much of salary. Expectation. That's what companies are also doing. They're expecting a lot with a limited time. And that is where nowadays this technology is booming, because you can do as fast as 6 months. Very high demand and unfortunately shortage of skills. Just before joining the session, how many of you knew this? We have 5 tools. 50%, I would say. You didn't even know what is Power Pages. You didn't even know what is PowerApps. You didn't even know what you can do with PowerApps. Correct? And that's where this is growing. And you can also try to collaborate with a lot of companies. Okay. And this is a job opportunities. I simply searched Power Platform Developer in the search in Naukri, and the amount of job openings which I've got is 95,830 jobs I've got for this. And I'll challenge you, you go and search any other technology, none of the technology will match this number. That's the demand we have for Power Platform Developer. And the last question which you will have is, who should go for this course? I come from a non-coding background. I come from education background. I'm a fresher. What should I do? Well, all of your questions, I'm going to summarize this slide. Well, the one who can go for this course is who really hate coding. That's the technology for you. If you feel like, come on, I should never touch coding ever in my life, well, these are the tools which can help you. Right? And the other thing, if you're coming from a non-IT background, this is the beautiful technology for you to master and get a job. If you're joining any other course, okay, I teach n number of technologies, but I would say honestly, wherever you go, expectations will be there. If you're going and showcasing that, yes, I worked as a data engineer, data science, data analyst, of course, your expectations will be there. But here, you just need to know how to build an app. If you know that, anyone can become a developer, right? And whoever wants to switch technologies, this is the right one for you. And this is also very good for freshers. So people, when coming out of the college, right, I keep hearing that everyone who's coming out of the college start getting into a testing and start getting into a Java course. If there is a Java opening, if there are 50 openings, 5,000 people will run coming for a job. And if there is a 50 openings for Power Platform, we hardly get 5 people. So this is a good career for freshers. And whoever is coming from a career gap, whoever is like coming from a non-IT, I would say these are the advantage for you. Anyone can learn. Anyone can learn. And trust me, whenever I take class, right? My cousin who's sitting in front of me, like we share a common room. So he always sits in near me. Even now he's sitting, you know what? He's just 10th standard. Okay. He can build an app like this. He can build an app like this. Do you think you know coding? Nothing he knows. He just know how to do it, how to use it. If he can do it, why we cannot do it? Right? And that's the beauty of this tool. And at last, the last question which you'll have is, there are n number of courses in the website. There are n number of YouTube videos. There are n number of platforms. Why should I join KSR? Well, if that is a question, you can go and check anything, any website, any of the tool, any of the learning platform. They will not teach all 5 at one place. You have to join a PowerBi separate course. You have to join a PowerApps separate course. You have to join a Power Pages. And in fact, very less institutes are teaching Power Pages because it is just like 1 year back it was launched. And today, you're going to learn all 5 tools, which is almost like, when I say 70, it will almost come to 80 to 85. Okay. And we will be building 3 real-time projects. And the one problem with this is, if you want to build any app or any of the reports, you have to require an organization account. Without an organization account, it will not work. For example, Mahesh at TCS, Mahesh at HCL, Mahesh at Data Vision. So you need to have an organization. Well, trust me, we are the only institute in India to provide account for each and every person who's joining the course. If 100 people join, all 100 people will be given a license. In most of the things, institutes, what is happening? Only the trainer will be having, the trainer will share the credentials, and it is difficult for you to collaborate it. Here, all will be working together, and 100% your organization account is required. But don't worry, we'll all give you the right. And apart from that, which I would also like to tell you is, we give you an interview guidance. We take mock interviews, and by end of this course, trust me, if you listen to me, your communication also will improve, right? The way you need to present the answer, the way you need to communicate to your clients, you will learn a lot of things apart from the subject as well. That's my promise personally. Okay, so we'll be giving you an interview guidance. We'll be giving you a reference. We do have a lot of tie-up calls, and most of the groups, you'd have also seen some placement messages that is coming on, or in the recent times, we do have a placement cell that takes up the meeting. We review your resume. We could get back to your Naukri profile. We go back and view your LinkedIn, and we try to correct it. And end of the day, getting your job is our first motive. And we do have tie-up companies. Once you join the course, we'll show up the names as well, which are the type of companies we do have, and we will refer you directly with the limited interview questions. You will still be able to grab this opportunity. Okay, and this is something which I wanted to cover. By end of this course, you will be able to learn all the 5 tools. And I would like to end this session here.